we went out to dinner with our friends, and at dinner, as we got dessert, Alex got chilled and put his coat on. He was shivering, he was cold, and we were both thinking, bummer, you got the flu. His doctor took one look at him and said, boy, you just don't feel good, do you? You're pretty sick. And he said, yeah, he was just exhausted. And so he said, I think you need to be in the hospital, maybe just go in for a day or two and get some fluid and get your throat better so you can get back to drinking on your own. 2 days after going into the hospital, things had changed, and just kind of like somebody had flicked a switch. All of a sudden he was having trouble breathing. And that was rough, seeing him like that. Breathing really hard and having a hard time and being scared. And just got worse from there.
Dave, as strong as he is, looked at me and said, I can't leave here. And so then, you say, okay, I'll go with Sarah and we'll take turns. So that's what we did.
All we wanted to do was be there with him until he got better, and that's all there was to it. We were going to be there until he got better.
A Ronald McDonald House is a place where families go sometimes for extended periods of time while their kids are in the hospital being treated. A family room is really for those 1 or 2 nights when a family has a very critical issue with their child and they just simply can't be far away. They need to be close by in the event that something significant happens in the life of their child so that they can be just steps away.
Things got worse that night, and it got to the point where he just couldn't breathe anymore. And so, when the doctor told us, we need to do some things, we need to put some extra tubes in for draining and extra tubes into arteries and veins to give him medications, and we got a lot of work to do and get him on the breathing machine, and it was rough. Just sat there and cried and shook and just scared out of our minds about what might be going on and what it might be.
It was a very powerful experience, just watching other people take such good care of my child.
He was really on full life support, breathing machine and lots of tubes and lots of help. And it was the scariest thing I've ever been through. It was tough.
The nice thing about a family room is when you have children in a critical situation, and it's critical enough that the mom and dad just don't feel comfortable being any farther away than they absolutely have to be from that child. Family room provides that for them. They're just an elevator ride away from the NICU, or just a short walk away from the PEDS unit.
The Ronald McDonald House is 2.5 miles away from St. Mary's Hospital. And so it's an opportunity for us at St. Mary's Hospital to provide a space that is very similar to a Ronald McDonald House within the walls of the hospital. And then as their child stabilizes, they can move to the Ronald McDonald House and feel as though they have a home away from home, where they can stay for an extended period of time.
One of our strengths here at St. Mary's is that we want to serve patients and their families in the most comprehensive manner that we are able to do. We want to support our parents in their desire to stay with their child, but we also need to help them stay strong, because in many cases their real work will begin after they take their child home, and so we don't want to see them worn down in the process of being here and being part of what's happening during their child's stay with us.
It's like an oasis, and it's like they just walked out of the hospital and into really comfortable home where they can relax and just kind of completely switch off the whole hospital side of things for a little while.
Everybody that was in contact with it, Alex that works at St. Mary's, was absolutely on target with everything. They dotted every I, crossed every T, every detail was just perfect.
He's amazed us that he just did not let this get him down.
It's real simple. They saved Alex's life, and couldn't be more grateful to him for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was 28 weeks pregnant, and Frank was studying for his internal medicine boards, And that evening, I told Frank that I was having some stomach pains. Frank thought that, call the doctor in the morning and we'll wait and see what this is all about. And I said, Frank, it hurts a lot, and the pains are coming pretty regularly. And that's when he kind of panicked and called the hospital, and we jumped in the car. And I was in labor, and Shannon was coming, and there was nothing, at that point they could do.
The next couple of hours were a real blur because they just said, well, this has gone beyond the point of no return, and the baby's coming, and at 2 o'clock in the morning.
People have their babies, and they take them home, and they're part of a family, and for months, she was totally wrapped up in tubes and wires, and you see all these trained nurses and doctors going in there touching your baby, and you just watch.
The Ronald McDonald Room is going to be such an incredible addition to our ability to be responsive to what patients and families need.
It's a time when people can go and get a little bit of rest. They can help the siblings get some rest, relaxation, and some focus, and then they can go back and help their kids heal and get healthy again, and hopefully they can leave together as a family.
That's why we're so excited about expanding this program, this service, into St. Mary's Hospital and partnering together, because St. Mary's is in the business of healing, we're in the business of healing, and together, you cannot beat a partnership like that.
Having something like this available says we care about you as a family. We will provide exceptional health care services to help heal your child's illness, but we care about you too as a family, and we want you to heal.
I keep thinking it's 30 years. I've got this beautiful, healthy, wonderful daughter. But when you sit down and you talk about this and you ask me, how did I feel? It's like going back and reliving it again. Of course we need this. We know we need this. These families have to be supported. And you look at some of these children that survive all of this, and they're these beautiful, happy, loving children, and you're creating lives for these families.
If you want to do something that you know is going to change families' lives for the better, if you want to do something that you know is going to help families be strong, help us do this. It works. It helps. It heals.